and the processes leading to the initial public offering towards the listing of Agyapa royalties on the London Stock Exchange. This is what they claim to have spent 153 million cedis, equivalent to 1.5 trillion old Ghana cedis on. The Ghanaian public was taken aback by these disclosures, which add to the never-ending list of corruption scandals that have plagued the nation under the watch of President Akufo-Addo and his corrupt protege, Alhaji Mahamudu Bawumia. For us in the National Democratic Congress, this disclosure does not come as a surprise. We are on record to have stated times without number that the Agyapa royalties deal was yet another phony scheme cooked by the corrupt Akufo-Addo Bawumia government for the sole purpose of appropriating the mineral royalties of the country for themselves in perpetuity. Ghanaians would recall that during the intense public debate on the infamous Agyapa deal, the NDC took a principled position to stand with the people of Ghana. We kicked against the whole Agyapa arrangement on grounds that the country's mineral royalties had been grossly undervalued under the opaque deal, and that same was going to deny future governments and generations mineral revenues for development. Consequently, the NDC Minority Caucus in Parliament staged a walkout when the Agyapa deal was presented to Parliament for approval. Sadly, but unsurprisingly, the corrupt ruling New Patriotic Party used their numbers in Parliament to approve the sleazy Agyapa deal in spite of the huge public outcry over the lack of value for money surrounding the deal. The flag bearer of the NDC and inshallah, the incoming president of the Republic of Ghana, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, vowed at the time to cancel the fraudulent Agyapa royalties deal if he won the 2020 general elections. A position that has not changed. Several civil society organizations, including Imani, ISODEC, PIAC, the Ghana Integrity Initiative, IDEC, ISEPA, ASEP, among others, kicked against this ripoff called Agyapa. Based on sound arguments and alternative proposals, all of which were ignored by the corrupt and nepotistic Akufo-Addo Bawumia government, who were hell-bent on stealing our mineral royalties. Subsequently, the Office of the Special Prosecutor established in its corruption risk assessment reports that the Agyapa deal was fraught with procurement rigging, statutory breaches, potential money laundering, and inimical to the national interest. Eventually, the chilling details of these reports, coupled with sustained pressure from the National Democratic Congress and civil society, compelled the president to shamefully beat a retreat and refer the deal, which he had already given executive approval for, back to Parliament for reconsideration, pending the 2020 general elections. My brothers and sisters, throughout our struggle against this Agyapa heist, we never knew and never imagined that the ruling NPP had spent a staggering $12 million equivalent to 153 million Ghana cedis on this deal. With each passing day, and as the clock ticks to the 7th December 2024 elections, for Ghanaians to kick this irredeemably corrupt government out of office, the countless skeletons in their closet of corruption keep unfolding before our very eyes. These are indeed sad times for the people of Ghana. We in the NDC are completely appalled by the decision of this corrupt government to spend this colossal amount of money on the Agyapa scam, which never saw the light of day. It is unconscionable and, in fact, the height of cruelty that the government of President Akufo-Addo and Alhaji Bawumia engage in this naked thievery and brazen abuse of the public purse at a time, ladies and gentlemen, that our country was battling the dreaded COVID-19 pandemic, and Ghanaians were already reeling under excruciating hardships. Friends from the media, not even COVID could stop our friends in the NPP from stealing from the people of this country and the suffering masses under the guise of this stinking Agyapa deal. As you may recall, the OSP established beyond every reasonable doubt that the Agyapa deal violated the Public Procurement Law, the Public Financial Management Act, and the 1992 Constitution of Ghana, and therefore the entire transaction was null, void, and of no effect. The most startling revelation of the OSP in its corruption risk assessment report on the Agyapa scam was the fact that some illegal payments were made to certain entities under the deal. These entities included Databank, a company which was founded and is still owned by Ken Ofori-Atta, cousin of President Akufo-Addo, the immediate past finance minister, who has been promoted to the position of senior presidential advisor on the economy and special envoy on international investments and the capital markets. The OSP also found similar illegal payments were made to African Legal Associates, a law firm belonging to Gabi Ochredakun, cousin of President Akufo-Addo, who today says he has resigned from Ghana's politics. Ladies and gentlemen, all these payments were found by the OSP to be unlawful, hence null and void. Yet till date, these payments, which did not benefit the country in any way or provide any value to the country, have not been retrieved by the state. These are indeed sad times for the people of Ghana. My brothers and sisters, we all know what good this gargantuan amount of money we are talking about, which is equivalent, like I said, to 153 million cedis and 1.5 trillion old Ghana cedis, could have achieved in Ghana's bankrupt economy if it had been put to judicious use. This money could have sufficed to pay the cost of several months of treatment for all kidney patients in Ghana, 19 of whom died painfully following the shameful closure of the Kolebu renal unit over government's 4 million Ghana cedis indebtedness. We could not get 4 million Ghana cedis to clear the debt at the renal unit at Kolebu, for which reason that whole unit was shut down for months, leading to the avoidable deaths of 19 kidney patients. Why? Because we didn't have 4 million Ghana cedis. Yet we have wasted 153 million cedis on a deal that never materialized, a deal that was aborted owing to our vigilance. Ladies and gentlemen, again, the colossal amount of money we are talking about could have been used to provide childhood vaccines to protect innocent babies from dying from childhood diseases due to the shortage of essential vaccines. You were all in this country not too long ago where we recorded shortages of childhood vaccines, and children died in this country because government said they didn't have money. They had to take our neighbors Nigeria to loan us vaccines before we could save and protect our own children. Yet, this government can waste and misappropriate 153 million Ghana cedis of taxpayers' money. Again, ladies and gentlemen, the amount of money we are talking about, if you don't know, could have procured textbooks for basic school children who have gone 5 years without curricular-based textbooks,